What if the Africa you think you know is only a fraction of its true story? For generations, the continent has been viewed through a narrow lens, often defined by narratives of struggle or dependency. Yet beneath these surface impressions lies a legacy of ingenuity, innovation, and resilience that predates colonial footprints by centuries. Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the hidden foundations of Africa's technological and societal brilliance, exploring how these roots continue to shape the continent's present and future. Across much of the world, mainstream accounts have long underestimated Africa's pre-colonial achievements. Recent data from UNESCO confirms that most global school curricula still overlook the sophisticated systems that flourished here. But what if the real story is one of thriving civilizations, complex governance, and scientific mastery? As we peel back the layers, a continent emerges whose past holds vital clues for its present and future. Let us begin with the land itself. Africa's pre-colonial societies were not merely surviving, they were mastering their environments. Archaeological studies led by Professor Felix Shami at the University of Dar es Salaam have revealed the ancient Engaruka irrigation furrows in present-day Tanzania. These channels, carved into volcanic soil, transformed arid landscapes into fertile farmland, sustaining communities for centuries. This was not an isolated achievement. From the Sahel to the highlands of Ethiopia, crop rotation and soil enrichment were practiced with a sophistication that rivals today's sustainable agriculture. According to research published in the African Archaeological Review, these practices enabled societies to generate surplus, fueling trade and economic power. The ripple effects of these agricultural innovations extended far beyond village boundaries. Surplus production allowed for the rise of powerful city-states and empires. The prosperity of Mali and Songhai, for example, astonished foreign visitors and connected regions through vast networks of exchange. As historian Basil Davidson observed, these agricultural systems laid the groundwork for economic and cultural dynamism that would echo across the continent. Building on this agricultural foundation, Africa's architectural and metallurgical achievements stand as enduring testaments to human ingenuity. Picture the towering stone walls of Great Zimbabwe, rising from the savanna in intricate patterns without the use of mortar. The rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, carved directly into the Ethiopian highlands, remain marvels of engineering and spiritual devotion. In the scholarly city of Timbuktu, libraries once housed thousands of manuscripts on science, law, and philosophy. UNESCO reports that these manuscripts represent one of the world's richest troves of pre-modern knowledge. Transitioning from the mastery of the land to the mastery of materials, the Iron Age brought another revolution. Evidence of advanced smelting techniques appears as early as 1000 BCE, with the Nok culture in West Africa and the Meroitic civilization along the Nile leading the way. Iron tools and weapons transformed agriculture, warfare, and trade. These metallurgical skills were more than technical feats, they were catalysts for regional integration, linking distant communities through commerce and shared knowledge. The spread of ironworking across Africa can be likened to the diffusion of digital technology today, reshaping societies and economies on a continental scale. As we move from technological advances to the organization of society, the complexity of social structures and governance systems reveals another layer of innovation. Governance in pre-colonial Africa was as diverse as its landscapes. Decentralized systems such as the Igbo assemblies in present-day Nigeria balanced power through consensus and intricate legal frameworks. For context, this can be compared to India's Panchayati Raj, a system where local councils make collective decisions, or to modern blockchain-based decentralized autonomous organizations, which use digital consensus to distribute authority and foster accountability. Recent analysis by the Council for the Development of Social Science Research in Africa notes that these traditional African models were highly effective at maintaining social order and adapting to change. One lesser-known example is the age grade system found among several West African societies. In this system, individuals of similar ages progressed through defined social roles together, creating intergenerational bonds and ensuring continuity of leadership and knowledge. Reports indicate that this structure promoted both stability and innovation, as responsibilities shifted smoothly across generations. Bridging from governance to the preservation and transmission of knowledge, Africa's intellectual traditions were both oral and written. Griots, respected storytellers and historians, carried the wisdom of generations, while centers like Timbuktu produced and safeguarded scrolls covering mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. According to recent studies from the African Studies Association, these knowledge systems were not static, they evolved and adapted, ensuring that education and the arts remained woven into the fabric of daily life. Creative expression flourished in sculpture, music, and architecture, while scholars in Timbuktu spent their days copying manuscripts, debating philosophical ideas, and teaching the next generation within a vibrant intellectual community. At this point, it is worth pausing to reflect on a striking paradox. Despite the depth and breadth of these achievements, many of these stories remained hidden or misunderstood. The persistence of colonial narratives continues to shape perceptions of African history, often minimizing or erasing indigenous contributions. This tension between historical reality and prevailing narratives is not just academic, it has real implications for how Africa's potential is understood and harnessed today. If you are finding value in this exploration, consider sharing your thoughts or engaging with this story. Your participation helps ensure that these vital narratives reach more people and spark the conversations they deserve. As we look to the present, the digital age presents new opportunities and new risks for Africa's sovereignty and self-determination. Understanding the continent's true history is essential for navigating what some experts call the digital colonial loophole, where control over data, technology, and narratives can shape destinies as profoundly as any empire of the past. The ripple effects of pre-colonial innovations are already being felt, as African thinkers, creators, and leaders draw inspiration from their ancestors to tackle the challenges of today and tomorrow. Consider the example of M-Pesa, the mobile money platform that has transformed financial inclusion in Kenya and beyond. Its success is often linked to modern technology, but its underlying principles of communal trust and resource sharing echo much older African traditions of collective management. This is just one way that the wisdom of the past continues to inform and inspire contemporary solutions. In reclaiming the brilliance of pre-colonial Africa, we do more than correct the record. We lay the groundwork for a future where innovation is rooted in heritage and where the continent's voice is heard on its own terms. The journey to reclaim Africa's legacy and to shape its destiny has only just begun. So as we close this chapter, consider the forces shaping Africa's future. Is it sovereignty, accountability, or something yet to be named? What lessons from the past will light the way forward? Share your perspective below and join the conversation.